Hey guys, so today I want to show you guys the setting to allow the arpeggiator to play from external MIDI. For in this case, we're using USB, but this also works for when you're using the 5-pin in, out, or through. So on the bass station, right now I can show you basically what it's not doing. So if we cut to the screen here, in Ableton, I can say select Bass Station 2, right? And we'll do the MIDI channel 2 because I have a lot of my gear labeled in my studio. So right now the bass station's on MIDI channel 2. And if you want to change this function and MIDI channel, you can select what MIDI channel it is. When you want the one you want, you hit function again. So now it's on MIDI channel 2. So in Ableton, I have this being set up to MIDI channel 2. I can record and enable it, and I can play the bass station. So I can also turn on the arpeggiator. But what I cannot do right now is play the arpeggiator from Ableton. So this was like a bit of a little hiccup, and Novation was quick to fix this. So in the description of the video, I'll put a link to the firmware update that's required to allow access of the arpeggiation to be triggered from external MIDI, and that's also including USB and the 5-pin. So once you install that firmware update, either using the Bass Station Librarian or a SysX Librarian, what you're going to want to do is hit function and latch, and you'll see on the screen here it says in or out. What we're going to want it to say is in, so then it disappears, and now that function is available. So if we cut back to the screen here, you'll see that I have track 1 armed, which is going to the bass station on channel 2, and if I play a key, it'll play the MIDI. And this is cool because now you can then go and throw down a clip. For example, maybe I want to hit this note, then this note, that note, and this note, and maybe I'll have this one drag out and introduce this note. You can now play that back. This is a great way to implement the clock from Ableton into the bass station's arpeggiator and access different rhythms. For example, maybe it's 32. It's a great way to kind of have a simple bass line play for you. Another important note is in Ableton's preferences, make sure that sync to the output of the bass station is turned on. That way it will receive the MIDI clock and stay in sync, and it will override the tempo of the bass station. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment. Make sure to give me a like if you like these videos that I do. Hopefully they're helpful to you as well as others, and feel free to share them. Thanks so much, guys.